Hello everyone and welcome to FTB Interactions Remastered episode 26. Today we've got some secret plans, so let's see how that goes. I'm a little curious about something, so I'm going to put some arcane ashes down with a low covalence dust and a bookshelf, and we get a lovely work in progress symbol, and this will provide us with an alchemical summoning altar. So this could go very wrong, but if we have a bucket of life essence and I strike it with lightning, okay, or strike me with lightning, there, yes, we get liquid antimatter, which is probably a bit dangerous. Or incredibly very dangerous. Oh dear, I didn't know it would spread quite like that. Let's just stop it touching the platform in case we have any more issues. Okay, that's a lot of antimatter. I didn't expect that. Okay, whatever. So we have this now, and this liquid antimatter is going to be very useful because we need to put a end chicken in it. Okay, I have absolutely no idea how this works, but here's the alchemical summoning ritual. Devil dust, a shifting star, quantum eye, a worm, and a ender egg. I have a soul vial. Shift right click. Okay, I have to go to Aurelia. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm in Aurelia now, so this should be fine. Good thing we came before I ever thought of doing this. And okay, here comes the ender chicken, hopefully. Oh, there's several. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind, we're gonna die. I can't see a thing. Oh no, this is so bad. Oh dear, oh dear. I forgot they were like evil. Where are they? Hello? Oh my god. I just need you to please. Can I have? Why can't I pick it up? It said I could pick him up. It was literally in an ender vial. Uh-oh. Do I have my antimatter? Yes. Okay, let's try and just chuck this on one of the chickens before they kill me. Why have they all gone into the water? Or the obsidian? That's not very kindly. Die. Is it dying? Die. Be dead. Oh, here we go. That's working. This is very chaotic. I don't know if you can tell or not. Die. So apparently neutronium eats through bedrock. That's interesting, but... Oh, it doesn't kill the chicken. The void, he's still down there. How bizarre. So in the end, I ended up killing 2 chickens. One of them fell into the void. And we got some of what we wanted, which is piles of neutrons. However, I'm pretty sure this is the only way to get piles of neutrons, and we would have to get the new dragon egg every time. Is there an easier way to get a dragon egg? Oh yes, ender dragon loot. We still would need to kill the ender dragon several times to do that, I'd imagine, which is a little annoying, but I can't see another way to get a dragon egg. Oh yes, just pretend you can put it in a soul vial, why don't you? So yes, now we have our first piles of neutroniums. These would need to go into an implosion compressor with some TNT to get neutronium nuggets, but there is an easier way. If we come to the recipe for the ingot, we will have to make our first few with nuggets, but once we get an autoclave. We have an autoclave. Once we get the infinity chicken, we can take one infinity egg and turn it into a neutronium ingot. Yes, this is a bit of a way off, but I think this will be a good aim. Let's have a quick process of what we need to actually make the chicken. So we need the assembly line, but that's the next goal anyway. We need crystal clusters, which are incredibly easy. It's some tungsten steel, and then we just need to centrifuge the sand from Aurelia. That's basically done. Glitched hearts we've got before. We just need to do more trials. Neutronium, we would have to melt some more ender chickens. I did do the maths. It's about 93 stacks of neutronium dust, maybe 94, to get up to 8 blocks, which is kind of crazy, but I don't really know an easier way to do it. If there is, someone tell me. I'm not quite sure how to automate that, and I can't find anything that anyone else has ever done at the moment, though I haven't looked that hard. We need stem cells, which is actually incredibly easy. It's just a bit of soy milk and some sugar and infinity reagent with some life essence. That's actually all we could do. Osmiridium, that gets me more. This is cheaper. Maybe I'll just do this one. That's fine. We've already got the chaos shards. The awakened draconium is a bit more neutronium. Okay, we need to keep that in mind, that we'll need a bit more neutronium than the 8 blocks. We will need how much? 20, and it's 2 per 4, so 10 more neutronium we'll have to add on. But everything else in this we can do. We've got the dragon heart. We'll have to get a few more dragon hearts anyway because we need them to summon the chickens. This is draconium, flux, and eyes of the storm. That should all be fine to make. Draconium might be a fusion only recipe. Oh no, we can just make it like that, so that's easy peasy as well. Crystal Matrix is just nether stars and diamond lattices, which is just infused diamonds, that's all simple as well. And then lastly, it's just the infinity ingot, which is a little bit more difficult. More awakened draconium, which we'll need to remember. We'll need to make trinium and IV energy hatches to be able to make that, and we need infinity catalysts, which is empowered diamantium, silicon rubber, more neutronium, that's good to know, hardened enderium glass, and some advanced alchemical constructs, and some more neutronium. So it's a lot of neutronium. It seems to be the main issue. Everything else you can sort of do. And just to show, this is the recipe for an end crystal, just the one, not the 4 that you need to resummon the Ender Dragon. We will need at least, if I didn't make the thing, can't even remember what it's called now, the simulation thing, whatever that's called. I didn't make one of them, so we'll have to summon the Ender Dragon 6 more times. So 6 times 4, 24. 24. So we need 24 end crystals, which is 24 of these, lots of nether stars, void metal, etc. I mean, it's not too bad. Maybe we should work on this next. Yeah, why not? Okay, firstly, we are going to craft some trial keys. This will be 24. Okay, we can't do all 24 at the same time. That's okay. I think we'll do Wither Skeleton. I think that's what we did last time. I will heal up while we do this. We should have a little bit more oomph if I put my nano suit back on. I've got my oxygen suit on at the moment. Is that all? Nope. Oh yes, 4 more. Is that all? Yes, okay. Now I need to figure out how to reattune these again. Okay, I killed one wither and it's now attuned, all of them. That's nice. I've made myself a demonic large sword blade to try and improve the damage. We don't have any more modifiers, which is a shame. Do I have any creative? I do. Okay, quartz. Yes. Okay, maybe we can add a bit more quartz onto this and see how it is. There we go. There's another modifier. And there's some more quartz. Lovely. Let's get a bit more sharpness then. Perfect. I don't know if we can get even sharper than that, can we? Oh, we can. Okay, I'll keep improving this a little bit then. I think I've got quartz, or if not, the actual stuff. I am in the trial chamber. I have... Oh, right, we've got snow everywhere. It doesn't like snow. Okay, let's try again with my nano suit on. So hopefully we should take less damage now, and we hopefully won't die. I still think maybe we'll die, but we'll see. They appear to drop enough red hearts so I can heal myself in the gaps without too much issue. Maybe. I've not been doing too badly anyway. Woohoo, I did it, and I didn't die this time. We just needed to sort of... Oh, I got Wither Prediction, that's nice. I just need to sort of stay far enough away from it to be good. And we got 5 glitched hearts, which is pretty... And some diamond ore, that's nice. So, I suppose I will do this 22 more times. I should probably get some sort of healing. What's a good heal? Roots? Lucky what I have in my loot chest. Regen potions and resistance potions and stuff like that. That is pretty nice. Yeah, we've got quite a few different bits. Is this all my chest of things? Yes. Yeah, so this should help a little bit, I think. That and just avoiding. We want some instant health and regen. Yeah, this should be fine. That shouldn't be too... And some healing salves. Let's take those as well. Yeah, okay. Well, I feel a bit more prepared for my final set of fights. And by final, I mean most of them. But there we go. I have no idea what these healing fragments do. It'd be good if they healed me. Because I was having issues with mobs, I have built myself a little box to do this in instead, and a bit of glowstone just to keep it bright inside, even though I can't tell because it was getting really annoying when creepers would come and blow me up. And already I have enough hearts to get all of the thingy-mabobs, end crystals that we need to start with anyway, so that's nice. And because we did so many wither skeleton things, we got tons of wither pristine matter, and with a bit of primal essence and some essence of knowledge, what's this stuff? I mean, quite a bit. Unstable mana, that's it. Unstable mana and essence of knowledge. We get 8 wither skeletons a time. Wither skeleton skulls at a time, which is insane. We need to kill 96 withers, I think. I don't know if is there a mob grinder? No. Grinder. Masher? No, maybe we'll just have to kill them all by hand. That's fine. I'm sure we can manage. But yes, I just need to put I get 96 sets of skulls, which is 4.5 stacks, I think. I have just remembered this is the pack where the wither hurts me if I try and kill it. I can't remember what people told me to do to stop that happening. Oh well, we've got all the skulls at the very least. There we go. Perfect. I'm not sure if this is going to work because we don't have direct sky access, but I have made a little attuned crystal to Dissidia. Maybe we'll be able to kill the wither with this. Not sure. I mean, alternatively, I could put this in a place where you can see the sky. Wither-proof. Is there any wither-proof block? I can't see any. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. And here is plan B, which is a beacon with regen and strength. Hopefully the regen is strong enough to heal me while the wither's not healing itself. That would be very beneficial. I've also got strength, so I do more damage per hit. I thought that would probably be more beneficial to kill quickly rather than, what's the word? Be resisting. Heal me faster. This might still take a while. Yeah, come on, hurry up. Haste. Come on, give me... Why is the range on this so bad? I'm only over there. Weird. Give me... Right, okay, this will be very slow, but it should be fine, maybe. Okay, so this was also a suggestion, was to make the RF tool shield projector, which I have. It was actually very cheap, and some shield blocks, which I've made, and set it so that it only damages hostile mobs with solid damage, so they can't leave. And it's player damage, so that we get all the drops, I suppose. So we can build a wither in here, and it will kill it. It's just slow. It takes a fair bit of power, but I can't see any other way to kill the wither. Obviously, it would probably be better if we had a way to automate the wither builder inside of here as well, but we don't. But look, he does die if it's a bit loud and terrible. Maybe I can do 3 in there at once or something to speed it up a little bit. We'll probably figure out a way to automate it at some point, but yes, there we go. A lovely box. I won't get in too close. So that's the best way I can think of to kill it, because it's the only thing that hurts it without me touching it. And at least this was actually very cheap. Thank you, cheap thing. So let's try and get all these nether stars that I need to make all my nether star plates. I've also just muted every possible wither noise because it's loud and annoying. I actually could also make a machine infuse. That was also very cheap. So we're going to take our projector. We're going to chuck it. Can I put it? Yes, I can put it in there with some dimensional shards and... Aha! I don't have my wrench. Wrench collected. So now I am going to chuck in some dimensional shards, which we've actually found quite a lot in the nether. I'm not sure how many we're going to need, but we're going to try and infuse, and hopefully that will either bring the power consumption down or the damage up, or hopefully both would be the best. What's that? Ooh, cool. Anyway, fingers crossed. I think I actually do need some more dimensional shards. This is not enough. I think it was like 100 in meatball. Maybe it was 4 stacks, not 100. I think I do have 4 stacks. So, all infused. We had just enough shards. We had a stack left, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, I think I'm doing more damage faster. Put 5 withers in there. Here we go. Oh, it does it all. Okay, that makes this way better. Why is it not hurting one of them? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Is one of them like phased into the wall? Is that the... Oh, they're all there. Come on, guys. Out you come. Okay, we'll just leave them, and hopefully they'll all die. Maybe 5 was a bit ambitious. While I was waiting for withers to die, I figured we could probably upgrade these a little bit. So I've given them now IV dynamo hatches and also IV turbine rotors, and I've changed these to HSSG, which is, as we found out before, very easy for us to make. So now we have a bit more power, a little less efficiency, but more power. I think this is what 3fold used in his GTNH, so you know it's got to be good. So now we are producing a lot more power for our IV battery buffers, which have the IV Lapatronic energy orbs in now to hopefully store a bit more power. So it should be going right. It's a 4 amp dynamo hatch. Otherwise it was not enough, but that was a really easy upgrade, so it's fine. And now I'll continue to kill some withers now. Well, that took ages, but I've done it. We have 96 nether star. Oh, we need 3 more. We need 3 more. 96 doesn't divide by 9. Sad. Now that I have all my nether star plates, we need to make some lumium, which is just some tin, some silver, and some energized glowstone in a mixer. And I've moved my EV mixer, so now we can use it efficiently and effectively. And this stuff just goes in a blast furnace with some nitrogen, which is really easy and lovely. And that will need to be turned into hardened lumium glass, which is just obsidian plus lead dust, which again, not difficult. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I've wasted a lot of time and a lot of nether stars. So, turns out you can't craft the Ender Dragon data model, and I didn't really realise. The only way to get it is to craft the Creative Model Learner, which is an IV assembler recipe. think we have an IV assembler actually. Some glitched and fused ingots, which we should be able to make actually. Some dark matter, which we can make. An LUV circuit, which we are getting towards. Some pristine matter, blaze, enderman, and thermal, and a deep learner. So all is not lost, but my time. Oh well, I feel so stupid. Luckily, I did actually have all the matters, or at least all of the, what are they called? Models to be able to make them all, so that's fine. We are now making an LUV circuit. I think we've made an LUV circuit before, so it's not very exciting. So then we just need glitched and fused, which is just water unstable glitch fragments, which is an EV forming press. Okay, don't think I've got one of those, do I? I don't think so. What even is a forming press? No, doesn't look like it. So yeah, then it's just a bit of dark matter, which we've made before. That's easy. And yeah, we're done for a creative item, which is kind of crazy. Yay, LV. Yes, we've definitely made this before. The obsidian doesn't actually get consumed when you do this, which is interesting. Time for mixing. Okay, this. No. Assembler. Assembler. I had to go and make another deep learner. That was the issue. But there we go. A creative model learner. Oh, hold shift, left, what? Don't understand. Right click to simulate kills. Left control plus right click to decrease tier. Okay. Okay, we have our dragon. It's faulty. Right click to simulate kills. Oh, there we go. That's how it works. Well, good thing we made another deep learner then. Yay, one self-aware ender dragon thing. Are we having to kill the ender dragon again? So now we have infinite dragon eggs, which means we're pretty good to go now in terms of neutronium, I'd suspect. Maybe I'll do some maths and try and figure out exactly how much neutronium we need. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, if my maths is correct, we need 255 neutronium ingots, which is a lot of nuggets, and about 20,655 dusts, which is 323-ish stacks. That's quite a lot. How much did we get from one chicken? 300. Okay, so, wait, how did I get these? Where did these come from? Maybe they came from a dungeon. Right, time to scan every dungeon instead of doing that. Welcome to my experiment. I could actually probably have done with a little bit more health before we started this experiment, so I shall return. Right, returneth. I have had food. So what I've discovered about antimatter is, as long as you don't break the blocks it touches, it doesn't destroy anything else. This is a little box put into a claim chunk as such. Actually, might just claim the chunks around it. Not that one, not that one. There we go. That one. This one, please. Okay, there we go. So nothing breaks, I think, hopefully. This was encased in obsidian. I realise now that was a silly idea. There is an ender chest underneath, which I would like to not be destroyed by the antimatter, and an item collector, advanced item collector, in fact, with a filter for neutronium dust. So the thought is, we spawn a chicken here. I have bought the stuff to spawn another chicken, now that we have the, this. We actually had some ender dragon matter anyway. Only 4, so we'd only make 16 eggs, which I mean could probably be enough, but well, I doubt it. We need loads of this stuff. So let's try again. This is my experiment. This could just go terribly wrong. I hope it spawns within my little box, actually. I didn't really... I fear they have spawned atop the box. Is that true? Hello. Yes, he is atop the box. Oh dear. I don't want to go in the antimatter, please. Well, we've got one in the antimatter box. Good to know. That's too low. Fall, please. Right, well, we've lost one. Oh god, what if it shoots the antimatter box? Well, it appears that is exactly what has happened. I thought it couldn't destroy things. Stop destroying things. Just be kind, please, to my box. Right, well, we seem to be fine if he can't see me. Oh dear. Why can they do that? That is much cruelness. Maybe I'll just leave them over there we'll see how it goes. It's chunk loaded. One's in the water. Obsidian. That's a bit annoying. Right, so the plan's already mildly failed. I guess we will have to make the box out of obsidian instead of... Not that that would matter, because as soon as the antimatter touches it, it just dies anyway. Maybe I just need to avoid the area. I will sit over here and wait for them to die and see if they break any more blocks. So far, they've only broken unessential blocks, which is fine. So, because I could spawn them and then run away, and that should be fine. I do see you, Mr. Ender Chicken, down there. Hopefully you just... so it seems to be fine if I stay over here. They don't seem to break anything, maybe, possibly. And they're dying. Interesting. Okay, this is a really weird experiment. But I can't really think of another way to do it unless, like, oh dear, he's breaking things again. That's not good. Yeah. What can I do if he's going to break blocks? And as soon as you break an antimatter block, it breaks other things. I don't really know what I meant to do to stop him just destroying everything and having an actual automation. I'm struggling. I wanted to kill this extra chicken with my shuriken, but it just told me I must hit him with fisticuffs. Well, then come out of the evil ocean then, if you want me to actually hit you with my real sword. Out you come. The box is intact mostly, so that's good. I don't know how much neutronium I got because it went in the ender chest, so I'll go and check, and then we will expand this much higher, so that we don't have issues again. That sounds like a good plan. Before, we had about 300 and something, and now we've got 673, and we only killed 2 ender chickens. I did also go and get some neutronium nuggets from dungeons. That's why I've got so many of those. I was just using the storage scanner. It wasn't very interesting, and I thought, no, this is not sustainable. We are not doing that. So, yeah, there we go. Not too bad, I don't think. I will get the stuff again to spawn another ender chicken, and we'll try it one more time. Okay, all set up. The plan is for me to escape immediately. So, run. And because they can't see me, I'm going to go over here. Hopefully, we won't... Oh, they're dying already. Okay, that seems to have worked. So we have 673 neutronium in our system. Okay, he's still shooting lasers. But as long as they just shoot forwards, it shouldn't be an issue. As long as the antimatter blocks don't break, and it doesn't touch the ender chest, of course, we should be fine. I think one of the chickens has escaped. It has. Less fine. Maybe I do need to make the thing out of obsidian. Oh no, is that 2 escape now? That is mildly annoying. Experiment time. So, this is dirt. This is an exchanging gadget. And that is a red matter block. I don't think I can turn it into red matter. Go away, achievement. I need to see things. No. But that's fine, because red matter... I wish I could remember how to open the menu of this. No. Oh dear, not that one. Right, I'll figure it out. But anyway, red matter should be potentially indestructible to ender chickens. Not to neutronium, but to ender chickens. And there's tons of red matter blocks all over this place because of the dungeons. So I'm going to steal some, and then we're going to exchange our, what's it called? Andesite casing for the red matter stuff, and hopefully the ender chickens won't break anything. Ta-da! Red matter cage. Nice and easy, actually. Apart from now, I'm full of andesite, but I'll dump that. It was just EMC after all. Oh, I got some neodymium dust from somewhere. Bizarre. I wish I could change these back into red matter. Obviously, they wouldn't have made dungeons out of red matter if they thought people could pick them up. But these are basically indestructible, which is lovely. So yeah, let's do it again and see if this time the chicken stays in the roost. And while we're here, we have 882 piles of neutrons. 882. Let's see how many we get, and hopefully all 3 chickens stay in the box. Moment of truth. Out. Run, run, run. Away. Right, I assume the chicken cannot break. If it hits the antimatter blocks, that's the issue. They're dying. They're dying. Uh-oh, it's escaped. Problematic. Can I exchange and gadget the antimatter blocks by any chance? Some of them are just in an awkward position. Oh, I've gone out of range of their hit. They're still all dying though. That's good. Right. Let's just hope and pray everything's fine. As that last time didn't go according to plan, and they still escaped, we have now made a giant red matter box. There's actually 2 layers. Everything's double layered inside, and then there's a bit of air, and then another larger box on the outside. And this took ages, because you had to go and get so much red matter for this, but it's fine. We've built it. It should be indestructible. Hopefully the chickens can't come out the top. I hope not. I've still got a transmutation table on me. Let me take some obsidian. Block our escape route. So yeah, should be enough. It's only a problem if they sort of keep hitting the antimatter layer, but there's not much I can do about that without them just not being hurt by it. We are at 1274 neutronium dust. So let's give this one more go, I suppose. Out. Away. I haven't got the obsidian on my hotbar. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, run. Okay, they're dying. If they laser, it should be fine as long as they don't point too close out. And then hopefully the antimatter doesn't hit the other layer of red matter, and we should be good. So let's see. I fear one has escaped containment, for it is not losing health. which is a little annoying. Okay, so 2 died. Oh no, this is going to take me a while to break. I don't know if one's escaped or if he's just sort of, oh, he's dying again. I think I just went too far away and he'd sort of, that's like an invulnerable phase they go into. Right, so far, we've got a good success rate. We are at 66% success. If this ender chicken dies, we're at 100% success. Uh-oh. We have a leak. That's fine. We can repair leaks. The way to repair a leak is to take the antimatter back up again so it doesn't keep spreading and just repair it. Break the antimatter block and just put some more red matter in. So it's not too bad as long as it's not escaped. It doesn't seem to have escaped. We still seem to be safe. I can't wait to see what damage it's done. Oh no, there we go. He's escaped. Well, I mean, we nearly got him fully killed. So I would say that's 90% successful. Now I must finish the job, I suppose. Uh-oh, nearly lost my katana there. Let's see if we can kill him. He dead. He dead. Okay, well, he nearly completely died in there. I'll grab my XP from him, his corpse, if it doesn't all just burn. Oh, it just burns. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. I will fix this. Actually, I'll go in and see the damage first. Okay, so this is the damage. The chicken, it broke through 2 layers of red matter. Now, part of me thinks maybe I should solidify. I'll break this just because it will go anyway. We should maybe, oh look, there's another red matter layer under here. Maybe we should just do a I mean, this is going to cost me a lot, but maybe just a solid wall so that the antimatter just can't spread that far. Maybe I'll give that a go. Because eventually the antimatter won't spread. So I guess it's back to farming some more red matter for a while. I have solidly stuffed everything, and when we get 3 chickens, or almost 3 chickens death, we made about almost 500 neutronium dust, which is pretty good actually. We need 22,000 or something like that, so obviously we're still quite a way off, but I will try it again. It's about 5 thick red matter block walls. It did take a long time. We'll do it again. We'll see if this time we can actually keep them contained. It appears we are successful this time, and every single chicken died. So I'm going to break in through my little obsidian plug and we will see what the damage is again. So it appears they got about 3 layers in, maybe a little bit more. Not too bad all things considered, but this seems to be the best way to kill them without them breaking out. I feel like I'll have to repair it between each go, which will be a little annoying, but we have plenty of red matter blocks left, so it shouldn't be too much hassle. And again, from that, we got another about 500 neutronium. So I would say 3 chickens not dying is 500 neutronium. So I'll have to do some maths. According to my calculations, to get enough neutronium to be able for us, with what we've already have as well, to get the infinity chicken, we need to do 36.008 chickens. So I'll just round up to 37, so we definitely have enough. So 37 dragon eggs and all the other bits and bobs, and plenty of red matter to fill in everything every time. Which, I mean, sounds like it'll take a little while, but it should be fine. Maybe. I wish they didn't break the blocks though. That would be more ideal, but whatever. We can't have everything. But it's not as unreasonable as I thought it was going to be. I know I'm doing this now. I know I don't have the assembly line. I know I can't actually make the chicken. But I thought we'd just get this sort of over with because we still have to implosion compressor. What's this one? Electric okay. Normal. What's the electric one? Does that mean I don't have to use robust? Does this mean I don't have to use what's the word? Kaboom stuff? Unsure. Probably still have to use TNT in that. I don't see why you'd make it unless it's just faster. Let's play a new maths game, which I will have to have a break to use my calculator. To make a neutronium ingot, we need 64 TNT. To make a neutronium nugget, we need 32 TNT. That's a lot of TNT. Luckily, we can just craft the blocks, but yes, that is quite a lot of TNT. I have taken out the Greg book, and we have done some math. We need 34,320 TNT, the current neutronium situation that we have, to be able to make our 255 ingots of neutronium. 1 TNT equals 4 gel toluene and also sulfuric acid, which I haven't really put into the calculations. I can just make some chemical reactors. That's not really an issue. But because we need 4 gel toluene per TNT, that means we need 137,280 gel toluene. That is a big number. Now, before, the only recipe was 100 milliliters. I know it says liters, it's milliliters. There's not 1,000 liters in a bucket. 100 milliliters of toluene to get 1 gel toluene, which is okay. per bucket you get 10, but there's another recipe where per bucket you get 20, which obviously doubles the output. However, for that we need sugar and polyethylene pulp. I don't quite know how to get polyethylene pulp. You seem to just macerate polyethylene bars. That should be fine. That's not an issue. That's still quite a lot. So to get our ratio, because it is 20 gel toluene is 9 sugar, 1 PE, and 1,000 toluene. To get the 137,000 that we need to times everything by 6,864, which means we will need 61,776 sugar, 6,864 polyethylene pulp, and about 6,864,000 toluene, which is an incredible amount. I have, in fact, been making toluene for quite a while now. Why have you just stopped working? Because these aren't on. Yes, let's just put those on so that everything can continue to work. Lovely. Anyway, ignoring that. Is this full? Is this... No, I actually don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, so toluene. We are making toluene. Toluene we've been making for a while. How much toluene do we have? 300,000 buckets, which is nothing. That's tiny. We need 6 million. That sucks. So it's fine. We have another 49,000 right there. All is well. Anyway, basically, moral of the story: we do not have a whole lot of toluene. So plans are to make sugar automation, and I think polyethylene will probably be all right on. I'll see. And also this. I need to figure out a good way to get as much toluene as possible. Lo and behold, sugar is in fact not a problem. 1 pristine witch matter gets you 64 sugar. So we would need like 100, a little bit more than 100 pristine witch matter, and we made our special thing, which means we can get this to silverware literally instantly. So sugar's actually not an issue. So I've been looking through the quests and new discovery. That is the smog chicken, which we can very easily make, actually. He makes us eggs. Oh, this is a bad explanation, isn't it? He makes us smog-enriched eggs, which give us, in an extractor, sludge. This sludge we can do several things with, including put it in a distillery to get charcoal byproducts, which we can then put in another distillery to get wood tar, and another one to get toluene. So let's just set up a nice little setup, get ourselves a smoggy chicken, and see how it goes. I have set up a little automation for toluene, which was a little bit expensive because these are EV machines. I thought, let's be speedy fast, and it's probably unnecessary, but why not? It's only really titanium and some other bits and bobs. We can make it. EV circuits aren't really an issue anymore. So, ta-da! Here we go. We have smoggy chickens. They are making us smog-enriched eggs. These are being extracted into sludge, which then goes into an advanced distillery to get us, I think it's wood charcoal byproducts and then wood tar. Yep, and that all just goes into a single distillery. To be fair, I don't know if I even need this many. Sometimes I do, depending. I could probably have got away with less, but whatever. And that all goes into one advanced distillery, which makes us toluene. We've got 21 buckets so far. That's not too bad. Only, a bunch more. And this is a second super tank because it stores 8 million buckets. By the time this is full, they will have enough, which is good. We won't ever have to worry about that. And yes, it's not just 5 smoggy chickens. There's a lot of smoggy chickens. Obviously, they're basically free after you get the first 2 and have bred them. So yeah, we have loads. And now we have a backlog of smoggy chicken eggs because they weren't keeping up before, which is fine. I wanted more than we could process. These are running full speed ahead, which is nice. So, I mean, it's going up. That's the main thing. And it's good to set it up now before we actually need the neutronium. Because imagine if after we've made the assembly line and we're ready for neutronium and I discover this. I want to be prepared. And I think that's probably a good place to end today's episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.